Alright everyone, we are getting dangerously close to being done with this year's 25 days of holiday nails using Madame Glam's Advent Calendar. So we are on day 19 and it should be no surprise to anybody that we have yet another mini gel. So I've got a bone to pick with the people that come up with the names of these gel colors because usually the names are indicative of the color. So we have Obsidian, well this one is Flame Nebula, but yesterday, a couple of days ago, we had Obsidian, which is a dark gray bordering on black. It's a rock, but the color was this beautiful electric blue. So the name is kind of incongruous with what it means. This one is called Flame Nebula. So you would expect it to be bright red, but it's really kind of a muted reddish purple with gray tones. So I really don't know what they're going for. It's like they're coming up with the names just, you know, to be cool, but they have nothing to do with the actual color. But I don't know how important that actually is in the end game. But we are going to push ahead with Flame Nebula today, and I figure we will do a Christmas plaid design. Hi everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. So I am redoing day 19, I think it is. You already watched the intro in which I talked about the color Flame Nebula. I did a plaid design, which I'm not sure I really like. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comment section below, and if you want me to post that version of this video, I will do so. I just think it got kind of busy and muddied. I don't really like the green accent. I think it would have done better without it. So I want to do something else for this day. Still going to be using Flame Nebula as that's the color for this advent calendar, or the day on this advent calendar, but I want to start with a background of Magnifique, which is a beautiful pinky nude from Madame Glam. And then I'm going to use Flame Nebula as a French tip accent. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to do some Christmas lights. And I was watching, I'll put the information down below. I don't remember the name of the channel off the cuff at the moment. But I was watching a few videos from, Nat the Nail, from Nat the Nail. And she did something similar to this design, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful and understated, and I wanted to try to replicate it. So I'm going to do one coat of Magnifique, cure it, then I'm going to do a matte top coat so I can go in and put in the French accent. Okay, so in the video that I saw, which did this design, she always uses almond-shaped nails, short almond. I'm using an extra long coffin. So my smile line is going to be a little bit deeper to take up a little bit more of the nail. So I'm just going in and I'm marking my center line, and then I'm going to mark my T, and that's going to be the top of the smile. And then I'm going to take the center, or take my brush and go from the center down the side wall on one side. And then I'm going to mirror it on the other side. And of course, this isn't perfect to start, but we will make it so. I'm going to smooth out the center of the line just a little bit, bring it into a more gentle curve. And then make sure that it's even on both sides and goes down to the same point. And then we can use our bottle brush at this point and fill in the actual French. You can also use a small blender. I'm using Little Baby Blender from Nails by Dev to go ahead and fill in the rest of the area that you can't get with the bottle brush if it's too narrow. And if that leaves it streaky like this is doing, you can just go back with your ultra liner, drop a little bit more polish down and smooth it out. Don't be worried if you can't get it in the first coat. You can always go back in and do a second coat. I'm just going to go in with a cleanup brush now and recurve that line because it's a little straight. It doesn't match the other side. Now I'm just going to pull some of the gel polish away from the tip because it's pooling just a bit and I want a smooth line. All right, I'm going to cure this and then I'm going to go in for a second coat. All right, so now we're going to go in and we're going to draw some cables for our lights. I don't know why my gel paint is getting all over the container. But anyway, so we're going to start from the top and we're going to kind of go in a loop-de-loop. So we're going to start on a gentle curve, then we're going to come around. Likewise, and we're going to continue down in, not that one, that one. We're going to continue down into the curve of the smile line. So we've got one curve and we're going to just draw multiple ones so that they kind of mimic overlapping cables. Oops. And as ever, if you have a wayward line, you can always wipe it away with a cleanup brush. All right, so we're going to cure this and then we're going to go in and do the light bulbs. So for the light bulbs, we're going to drop in balls of builder gel. And I'm using builder gel so that they keep their own, they keep their place. I'm trying to decide if I want to use my baby blender or if I want to use a liner brush. Let's see. You can go ahead and give it a flash cure as you're going because even though it's builder gel and it is a bit thicker, it will start to move on the nail. So go ahead and give it a flash cure for just like 10 seconds just so that it stops its moving and you can go in and put in the rest of your baubles. So I wanted to test how the baubles would look in two different scenarios. In Nat the Nails video, she did a cast shadow. Oop, I still have yellow on my brush. She did a cast shadow with a dissolution of the color so that it would look like they're glowing. I didn't really like the way it was looking. I thought it came out a little bit better using just the colors itself and letting it pool around the baubles so it looks like it has that glow. So I'm going to go in and continue with the rest of the colors, and I'm just taking a little bit on my baby blender brush. I'm going to go in with green now and brushing it around the top, and then I'm splaying my bristles to push it down around the edges so that it pools in the cavity. Just want to place a little bit more on top here as it looks like it's pulled off a little bit more than I would like. Going in with, let's see, what haven't we done yet? We haven't done purple. So I think I want the bulk of the nail matte. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to matte top coat the French portion of this nail very carefully. And then we're going to go in and top coat the baubles to remove that sticky inhibition layer. And then this nail will be done. All right, so this brings us to the end of our redo of day 19 of our 25 days of holiday nails with Madame Glam's Advent calendar. I do like this one quite a bit more. I think it's more in keeping with the season, and I think I just accomplished it better than I did the other one. So if you like this video, please let me know. Put your comments down below in the comment section. If you have any questions as to the techniques or the products I used, please let me know. All the information on the products I used will be in the description box below. And I'll put a link to Nat the Nail since she's a great source. Her videos are different from any videos I've ever seen in the way that she tackles them, and they're although she doesn't narrate and describe what she's doing, it's very easy to follow, so you should check them out. And check me out tomorrow for day 20 of 25 Days of Holiday Nails, and I will see you then. Bye.